Recently, NewJeans' song Bubblegum was accused of plagiarizing Shakatak's song Easier Said Than Done. Of course, this controversy has become a hot topic among netizens, especially since the problems between Hybe and Ador CEO Min Hee-jin are still not resolved. On July 23, 2024, Ador released an official statement via their Instagram account discussing the problems they were currently experiencing, one of which was the plagiarism controversy for NewJeans' song Bubblegum. First, they thanked fans for their unconditional love and support as the group celebrated its second debut anniversary.
Hello, this is Ador. We would first and foremost like to express our constant gratitude toward NewJeans fans for all their love and support. It's been a whirlwind of emotions over the past 3 months, starting off with the release of the Bubblegum music video on April 26 to performing Supernatural on TV last week, not to mention the 2-year anniversary of the group's debut. It's also been nothing short of amazing being able to see so many supportive fans in person and witness firsthand the immense outpouring of love during every performance, from TV appearances in Korea and Japan to the girls' fan meeting event at Tokyo Dome. We want to extend a special and sincere thank you to the NewJeans members and everyone on staff, who have all worked tirelessly to ensure that each and every event and appearance has gone smoothly despite some unexpected hiccups along the way, as well as to bunnies everywhere. But even as we celebrate, Ador is very much aware of the worry surrounding the rumors running unchecked through traditional and social media, spreading stories that couldn't be further from the truth. It's important that we set the record straight and intend to address the issue in full in this statement.
Ador also pointed out 4 important facts regarding the plagiarism claims.
Facts surrounding the claims of plagiarism in Bubblegum. 1. The music video for Bubblegum was released on April 26. On May 20th, we received, via Hybe, an email claiming there are similarities between it and a song by band Shakatak, managed by UK music publisher Wise Music Group, who are in turn represented by Edition Korea, who sent the email. 2. On May 21st, the songwriters who wrote the music for Bubblegum responded that they had never even heard of the song Easier Said Than Done before the complaint was raised, and therefore they could not have used Shakatak's music without permission. 3. In consideration of the fact that the issue was picked up by the media on May 13th, which coincided with our ongoing dispute with Hybe, and therefore anticipating the potential for muddled discourse to emerge, Ador preemptively commissioned a professional analysis from 2 renowned musicologists from overseas. 4. Subsequently, on June 17th, we received a notice via certified mail from Shakatak's legal representative in Korea, to which we made an official response on June 21st, saying, "We have already responded to Shakatak's claims, explaining that we did not use their composition without permission, and requested that they provide a credible report proving any unauthorized use."
Ador explained the clear differences between the songs.
Bubblegum and Easier Said Than Done differ in their chord progressions, their BPM, and in their overall feeling and movement. Tellingly, it was deemed that the claim of unauthorized use over something so simple as a melody where a single bar sounds similar is a complete misrepresentation of the truth. It is, however, also difficult to argue that this particular melody is unique to Easier Said Than Done because it's one that was in common use in pop songs of all subgenres before Easier Said Than Done, and one that remains common today. We strongly objected to the claims brought before us for a number of reasons and requested the claimant to provide a credible analysis if they wished to pursue the issue further when suspicions of plagiarism in a song arise, that is, when there could be similarities between 2 tracks. It's highly typical and expected procedure to provide or ask for such a report. Despite this, some media outlets have regretfully neglected to report on this process entirely, unfairly portraying our request for an analysis from the very people who raised the complaint as an unethical demand on our part and one out of step with standard industry procedure. Because we have nothing to hide, it makes the most sense to go through the process of clarifying things out in the open rather than trying to cover things up or sweep things under the rug with a settlement. This is the formal procedure for responding to such allegations, and although it's clearly the expected process, it's hard to understand why Ador has faced pushback at every turn.
Ador also pointed out the problems and limitations with Hybe.
We have become acutely aware of numerous issues arising from how certain media outlets are covering the issue in particular, and when it comes to communication and responses from Hybe, which handles public relations for Ador. Although we are proceeding with a formal resolution process, some outlets have taken their reporting to extremes, choosing to rehash our justifiable actions long after they've taken place and accusing us of acting improperly or endlessly privileging only one opinion without verifying their accuracy. Particularly, some outlets seem to have a specific agenda to present us in a negative light by reporting about completely unrelated events, distorting our recent accomplishments in Japan, or simultaneously releasing factually skewed articles by citing opinions from unprofessional and questionable sources, spreading false information to add to the severity of the problem. In addition, we have serious misgivings about the way Hybe, who received the complaint, and the very company that is supposed to have Ador's best interests in mind in handling its PR, has been tackling the issue when it comes to communicating with the press. Shakatak's representation first communicated their claim through an email to Hybe, and common sense would dictate that such information should first be shared with Ador, as the label which it directly concerns, after which, on our approval, it will be shared with the relevant teams and personnel for further cooperation. And yet, despite the highly sensitive nature of the issue, Hybe disseminated the contents across departments without our consent, involving a far greater number of people than was necessary. Moreover, not only did Hybe not look to work closely alongside us to handle the issue and minimize negative press coverage, but they actually demonstrated a lukewarm and even passive attitude toward the issue, and even after we specifically stepped in and requested them to be more proactive, and despite our repeated and ongoing objections to their stance, they continued to take this general approach. Given that legal and PR powers are disproportionately entrusted to Hybe themselves and are not at the individual label level, they have essentially given themselves the responsibility to protect NewJeans from any issue that arises. We have called time and time again for this system to be amended, and yet, things are just the same as before.
Lastly, Ador presented their solution to the current issue.
Considering these circumstances, we have been doing our best to take matters into our own hands. As we speak, the matter is being looked into by legal teams representing beasts and native alike who handle NewJeans music and representing the songwriters and their publishers. We have also been relying on our own people to monitor the situation ourselves, working hard to correct any misinformation we find. We're doing our best to counter hateful comments and defamatory content online, but Hybe's legal team reported that, generally speaking, it's difficult to track down the users leaving nasty comments on Korean forums like DC Inside, especially those who leave messages without an account. Fed up with this state of affairs, Ador President Min Hee-jin requested to meet the online forum's CEO, Kim Yusik, personally and discuss ways to track down and root out such users. After talking together, Ador was surprised to learn that there exists a direct line to the website that's available for entertainment agencies to use, and that we have the ability to work closely with authorities to track even those disreputable comments left anonymously, as outlined by Kim. The reason we're explaining this here is to let it serve as a reminder to anyone who thinks they can hide behind their anonymity on such websites to spread nasty rumors, and to anyone who allows such behavior to continue unchecked. Rest assured we are taking every possible step to curb these spiteful comments, anonymous or otherwise, and that we are using everything at our disposal to make sure we properly defend NewJeans. The NewJeans members have worked their very hardest to put on fantastic performances and reach new heights despite everything that's happened. For that reason, they'll be taking a well-deserved rest, after which they'll be back to getting ready for their next exciting project for their fans. But don't worry, we'll be giving you plenty of surprising content and updates in the meantime, so be on the lookout for that and keep sending your love. And as always, thank you for your continued love and support of NewJeans.
That's a statement from Ador. Fans hope that the problems involving NewJeans will be resolved soon. What do you think, guys? Please write your opinion in the comments.